What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome to a ranking video, another monthly ranking video. This is a catch-up monthly ranking video since my last monthly ranking was for December. So this is a catch-up for January 2025. I'm recording this, I believe this is June 1st, if I'm not mistaken. No, June 2nd, my bad. This is on June 2nd, but yeah, this is about the movies, the first watches of January. And I believe there is only 6 movies that I watched. Yeah, there's only 6, but this might be kind of a long video. I'll try to go into detail about each one. I got to do it, of course, based on memory, because it's been a long time since I've seen any of these films. I think, I've only seen them once, so yeah. I do plan on rewatching at least my top 2, but sometime. But yeah. Anyways, so before we get started, let me go ahead and say a few things. First off, yes, I'm back, and welcome back again. Welcome back to the channel. If you wasn't aware that I was coming back, that's why I'm saying this. I did do a live stream, whenever that was. I don't know. I'm still not even sure when this will come out, but the last week of when I'm recording this on June 2nd, but the week before that, I did do a live stream explaining, stuff, why I'm back and what I'm going to do. But if you didn't watch that, because I accidentally deleted it, so it's not on the channel anymore, unfortunately. But yeah, I'll just go ahead and explain some stuff. So yeah, I'm back on YouTube now. I'm not going to be on YouTube a lot. I will try to do these catch-up videos at least, each week. I'll release them at least each week, maybe even 2 a week if I can. But of course, if this is edited, then yeah. But anyways, yeah, I'm audio recording my videos for now on, except for live streams. That'll be the only time I'll show my face on the channel. But yeah, at least as of right now, I'm just going to do audio videos. I want to try to, make them edited, have some pictures and whatnot, try to be somewhat professional if I can figure all that stuff out. I have a couple apps that I might could do that. I don't know if they're the right ones though. At the moment, I've kind of looked at them, but I couldn't really figure stuff out. So if this video is not edited, if it's just audio, then I apologize. Sorry if it's boring, but if you don't care about it and you just want to hear me talk about these movies, then cool. Yeah, stick around for this. But yeah, anyways, yeah, that's what I got in mind. The only videos I really have in mind for the future is just these monthly rankings at the moment. But I am working on some stuff, some other rankings, like for example, some director rankings, even some actor and actress rankings, but those will take a long time, especially the ones that have a lot of movies, like Sam Jackson is going to take forever. But there's a good chance I probably won't even release that one. But yeah, but anyways, it may be even a while for the director rankings, but yeah. And I'm even working on some music stuff too, like music related videos, so. but I'm not really going to reveal what all I'm going to do for this channel. I have some ideas, but, you know, just in case that they never happen, I'm just not going to say. But, so I'm not going to, yeah, I mean, I might for a while with the catch-up videos, but aside from after that, I probably won't be on YouTube too much, but I, you know, whenever I feel like making a video, you know, recording, and making a video, may be a minute, you know, for me to edit, but yeah, I'm going to try to do this. I don't even know if this will come out, just because whenever I was trying to upload my live stream, you know, to make it public afterwards, it didn't upload because of my phone was being super slow. It might even have a virus, honestly, I don't know, but yeah, I might have to get a new phone, maybe even a new laptop, we'll see. But anyways, yeah, I don't have a laptop anymore, which that's a reason why I'm not doing like actual videos. I'm just doing audio. But anyways, but yeah, that's what I got going at the moment for the channel. So, you know, even though I won't be on it too much, I still plan on doing videos, so you guys just stick around, please. Subscribe or follow me on Instagram. You know, you'll get some updates about that on there. So I'll have the link to my Instagram in the description of this video, along with, of course, my letterbox as well. So you'll, you know, if you're a letterbox user, that is, you'll know what I've watched. You know, the first watch movies before the monthly rankings come out. So yeah. Anyways, all right. So I think I explained everything. So yeah, let's that's the first video back. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, well, there's actually one more thing I want to announce. If this video, hell, it might even be before this is released too, but if I like I might even do it before, but I am planning on doing a live stream for my updated movie collection. I got to go through movies, you know, the ones I still want to keep and whatnot, and stuff like that. There's some stuff I need to do before that, but I will do a movie collection video. It'll be a live stream for that, so look out for that, hopefully. Yeah, all right, so all that out of the way, let's go ahead and get started, shall we, with the first watches of January 2025. Ranked, of course. Okay. All right, so like I said, we have 6 movies. And of course, keep in mind personal opinions. If you don't like my favorite, then too bad. You know, if you like my least favorite, then sorry. You know, it's just personal opinions. Just, you know, what I think. You know, what I like better and whatnot. So some might not like that I didn't love my number 6, because it was a very popular movie when it came out, which was just last year, but anyways, yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and get started, shall we? So 6 films. All right, so coming in at number 6 is a movie I was not really looking forward to when I first heard of it, despite, you know, I did like the first 2 movies of this trilogy, but especially given the fact that this is a trilogy, I don't know if they'll do more. Maybe they will, but this was very disappointing, because I did like the first 2. I even went back and rewatched them before I saw this, and yeah, I was not a fan of this. So number 6 is Deadpool and Wolverine. Yeah, I mean, let me just go ahead and say, you know, I'm not a superhero movie fan. I don't love the MCU. I haven't seen too much of some of what I've seen, though. They're all right. Like, I liked the first Iron Man. I actually did like Thor Ragnarok, which I watched for my Taika Waititi ranking. I'd still need to watch the other one he did. Was it like God of Thunder or something like that? Whatever it's called. But Love and Thunder. I think that's it. But you know, and this is apparently an MCU film, which is kind of confusing because it's part of the X-Men movies, but apparently they're putting it in with the MCU too. That's really confusing. I don't understand that, but whatever. But I mean, it had some funny moments. I will give it that. Deadpool was still kind of funny. He's a funny character. And he did have good chemistry with Wolverine, I thought. Hugh Jackman was good as Wolverine, as he always is. I did see the first 2 X-Men movies, I remember, and I thought they were okay. They were fine movies. But anyways, yeah. And I did kind of like that they did do like some homages to the older Marvel, like the 2000s Marvel movies. They had like Jennifer Gardner as Elektra coming back, and Wesley Snipes as Blade, and they even had Channing Tatum as Gambit, which was a movie that was supposed to happen but never did. That's pretty cool. I liked that aspect, and I thought Chris Evans' cameo was really funny because they were like trying to make it look like he was Captain America, but it turned out to be the Human Torch from the 2000s Fantastic Four movies, which I didn't really like the first one, but I actually did like Silver Surfer though as a kid. The second one, I thought that was pretty good, but that was when I was a kid, of course. I don't know how I'd feel about it now, but anyways, that was a funny joke. There were some other funny moments. I thought the villain was really good. That female villain. I thought whoever that actress was, she did a great job. And that's pretty much all I liked. The secondary characters that were in the first 2 that I enjoyed didn't have much to do like at all. They were like the ones I really liked weren't even in the movie, like Cable and Domino and Russell from, I don't know, was Russell in it? I can't even remember, but I know Cable and Domino wasn't in it, and that was sad because I really liked those characters. I liked Russell too, but he might have. I can't remember if he was or not, but of course, they had his girlfriend in it who, yes, died in the second movie, but if you watch the spoilers for Deadpool 2, but if you watched the mid-credit scene, he did go back in time and saved her, so she's alive in this one, but she's barely in the damn movie. That Indian dude that was his friend who was funny in the first 2, he's not in it much. They didn't have TJ Miller because there was controversy with him. And they had the Peter guy, which I thought was weird. He died too, but he went back and saved him, so okay. But yeah, the Peter guy, which I thought was fun. That was a funny joke in the second movie, but I thought it made no sense for this movie. Like, yeah, the secondary characters did not do shit in this movie, so it was just focused on Deadpool, Wolverine, and they had some good moments and stuff, but yeah, I was not a fan of this movie. I didn't have any high hopes for it, but I was going to watch it anyways just because I liked the first 2, and I heard good things about this, but it just didn't work for me. Okay, I will say, the scene where they were fighting the bunch of Deadpools, that was pretty good. I did like that. That might have been the best scene in the movie. And even the climax, too, wasn't bad. But, it's not a terrible movie. It's just definitely not as good as the first 2. Deadpool 2 is actually my favorite in the trilogy. But yeah. I wasn't a fan of this one, so, yeah. Anyways, that's, Deadpool, Wolverine. That's my least favorite first watch of January. So, yeah. Okay. Coming in at number 5. This is another one I was kind of disappointed in, but I liked it better. And I thought it was okay. I thought it was pretty good, but it was a little bit disappointing for me, and I'm sorry, those of y'all who like this one, because I think a lot of people say this is the best of this series in terms of the animated movies. Well, probably of all time, because the live action movies are divisive. But anyways, it's one of the Scooby-Doo movies. That's Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. Is that what it's called? On Zombie Island? Let me check just real quick. Okay, yeah. Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. This came out the year I was born, actually, 1999 or 98. Sorry, but I do like Scooby-Doo a lot. I grew up on Scooby-Doo. I did actually around. It might have been after I saw this. I did go back and rewatched a Scooby-Doo movie I liked called the Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase. That one was really good, and it still holds up. I really liked that one. This one was fine. It was a decent movie. It just didn't do much for me though, unfortunately. I don't know. Voice acting was great. I think this might have been Mary Kay Bergman's last or at least one of her last performances. Probably the South Park movie was her last thing, but rest in peace to her. She unfortunately committed suicide. I think the year after this came out. So, and she was a very talented voice actress. She voiced Daphne in this. And yeah, Billy West actually voiced Shaggy, who is the voice of Ren and Stimpy, and also Fry from Futurama. But yeah. And of course you got Frank Welker as Fred Jones. Of course you do. Who else is in this? Tara Strong is in this. I like her a lot. Jim Cummings is great. Oh yeah, Mark Hamill was in this. Snakebite Scruggs. Oh yeah, if that's the one I'm thinking of. I liked his character. Maybe that was him. I can't remember for sure. But man, did this movie have a weird fucking twist in it? I barely remember. I don't really remember exactly what it was. I just remember it being weird, and it did catch me off guard. I wasn't expecting it to happen, but I do remember the villains in this movie that I wasn't expecting to actually be the villains. So yeah, that was pretty good. But I don't know, this movie just didn't do much to me, unfortunately. It's a decent movie. It's good. It's just not for me. It's not my Scooby-Doo movie. If it's yours, then awesome. But I don't know. I just didn't love this one. Maybe I'll go back to it someday. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I didn't love it, but it's fine. It's fine. So yeah, Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. That's my number 5. Okay, coming in at number 4, this was a movie I had on DVD for a long time and just never got around to watching it until January. And I finally got to watch it. That's a Sam Mendes movie, and it's a war film, Jarhead. Yeah, I thought Jarhead was very good, pretty good at least. I didn't love it, but I liked it. It was pretty good. Jake Gyllenhaal, one of his better performances. I'm not a big Jake Gyllenhaal fan. He's okay. He's an okay actor to me. When he can be really good, of course, Donnie Darko, and probably the best performance I ever seen him in was Nightcrawler, but he was good in this one. Jamie Foxx is great as always. I've never seen a Jamie Foxx performance I didn't like. I don't think I have, at least. Peter Sarsgaard was in this. Okay, I don't remember, but Chris Cooper as well. Lucas Black, I forgot he's in this. He was Frank in one of my all-time favorite movies, Sling Blade, when he was a kid. But yeah, he's grown in this, so that's pretty cool. John Krasinski. That's right, John Krasinski was in this. I forgot, but yeah, it was a decent movie, and I thought it was pretty interesting that it's a war film, but we didn't really get to see any of the war aspect, and I feel like a lot of people, especially people who do like war movies, won't like this movie because of that, but, I'm a drama guy. I love my drama, so it was pretty cool. Also, this is one of the first movies, maybe, I don't know, but I don't know, one of the first movies I can think of, at least, that has a Nirvana song in it, and this was even before the Batman, so it had Something in the Way. Now, I will say, Batman used Something in the Way better, but it was cool to hear it in this movie, though, at least. So, yeah, I'm a huge Nirvana fan. They're actually my favorite band again now. So, they were back when I was a teenager. They are again right now. So yeah, it's always cool to hear Nirvana in a movie. But yeah, Jarhead, it was a decent movie. I liked it quite a bit. I guess I watched Road to Perdition last year because I felt like it was not that long with that, but that was a good movie too, Road to Perdition. Of course, my favorite Sam Mendes is American Beauty, and I liked 1917 as well. But yeah, and correct me if I'm wrong, but he's the one that's working on the Beatles movies, isn't he? Which I'm curious about those. It's like supposed to be biopic of each Beatle. So, their own separate films. That's interesting. So, I think, is it a Barry Cogan playing Ringo Starr? I know him, and I forgot, there was another guy I knew, and then two others I wasn't familiar with. But anyways, Jarhead, though. Jarhead's a good Sam Mendes movie, and yeah, that's my number 4. All right, so my number 3, okay. I think I'm being recorded. I don't know, but anyways, so coming in at number 3, we have a pretty beloved horror film that came out in the last decade. And I will say this kind of disappointed me just a tiny bit because I don't know, there was some stuff I felt like could have been done better, but I still thought it was a pretty decent movie. That is my number 3. That's It Follows. Apparently this might be getting a sequel. I don't understand. Yeah, there is, called They Follow. Does it say? I'm looking at Letterboxd right now about these movies. Let me see. I think, okay. It doesn't say what year, but it is from the same director, and even the main girl in it, Micah Monroe, I guess, is coming back as Jay Height, the character in It Follows. But yeah, anyways, I don't know if I'm looking forward to that. Not really, but I'll check it out. I will say that actress, Micah Monroe, maybe, she was really good. I thought she was probably the best part of this movie, and I thought that she gave the best performance. There were some of the side characters I didn't think were all that great in it, though. I thought the dude is a Paul, I guess that's his name, that, while, I thought the character was fine. He was all right, but like the actor, I didn't think he did a very good job, though. But he was the guy who had a crush on Jay, and yeah, but the character was fine. So and I don't know, just some of the other characters I didn't love. I didn't love their performances, but let's see. There was a problem I had with it. I felt like, honestly, I think Cade disagreed with me. If you're familiar with my Your Cousins Are Critics podcast, by the way, I think that's done. I don't know, at least as of right now, I don't think we're gonna do that podcast anymore, just because Cade's farther away from me right now, so we do get to see each other. Actually, at least once a week, because he did join my brother's band again. But anyways, yeah, just saying, we might not be doing the Your Cousins Are Critics podcast anymore, so I'm sorry if you liked those. But anyways, he's a big horror fan, and I think he liked this movie, but yeah, I was discussing with him. I could have used more dialogue in this film, and he disagreed, and I get it. I mean, he was like, no, I think it was done pretty well, because it is like a show don't tell kind of movie. Sure, but I don't know. There was just something about it that I just felt like needed more dialogue. Like, I mean, I'm not, when it comes to these kind of movies, it kind of takes me a while to understand what's happening. So I could have needed more dialogue, but, maybe on rewatch it won't be. Maybe I'll take it back. So, but, it was a fine horror film. I thought it was a pretty good and decent horror film, I think I remember the cinematography being good, but, yeah, I think it was mostly just the main actress. I thought she was really good in this film. So, yeah, but yeah, It Follows. It was a good movie. I didn't love it, but I liked it. So, yeah. It Follows, that is my number 3 for, for this ranking. And my phone is being slow again, so just give me a minute. I might have to pause it. No, okay, we're good. Okay, so coming in at number 2, we have a sequel to a very beloved Pixar movie that I really liked as well, and that is Inside Out 2. That came out last year. I was a little bit disappointed by this one too. I'm not gonna lie, because I really liked the first Inside Out a lot. I think it's one of Pixar's best movies, and I liked these characters. But I didn't love it, unfortunately, like I did the first, and I don't know. I remember not liking the pacing for this film. And also, I didn't love Riley's story in this, unfortunately. What I did like, though, I mean, the emotions were still good. And even the new emotions I liked, especially the main new one, Anxiety, voiced by, of course, one of my celebrity crushes, Maya Hawke. But she did a fantastic job in this movie. I'm not just simping, but but she was great. She was great. Of course, Amy Poehler was still good as Joy. I think Phyllis is still in this. Is she? I know. Yeah, and so is Lewis Black. But they did replace Mindy Kaling and Bill Hader as discussed in Fear, but they were all right. Just not as good though. I don't know. There was some funny stuff. I think the thing that made me laugh the most was the nostalgia joke. That was really funny to me. I don't know what it was, but that made me laugh so hard. That nostalgia emotion. That was really funny. I thought that those weird, even though it was pretty cool to see like other animated characters that were not, the same as your typical Pixar animation. Like they were like one of them was in 2D. There was an anime character, and I forgot what else. But that was pretty cool. Thought that was very interesting that Pixar did that. Just experimenting with other styles of animation. That was really cool. I liked that. But yeah, I don't know though. This was just a bit disappointing, but it still wasn't a bad movie. Not a bad sequel. I did like Anxiety. I thought she was a great character, but it's just, I don't know. Just wasn't as good as the first, but I think a lot of people probably even expected it to, of course, not to be as good as the first. So, whatever. I do want to see a third movie though. And I bet that Riley will probably be a young adult by then. So that's really cool. But yeah, it's a decent movie. I just wanted it to be better, and I don't know, maybe I'll like it better on second watch. I'm planning on rewatching it again, maybe soon. Yeah, but anyways, yeah, Inside Out 2. That's my number 2, and now my number 1. Favorite first watch of January 2025 was a movie I really liked a lot. In fact, I think I loved it. It was a weird movie, though. It was a very weird movie. It might be an A24 film. It sure felt like it was, but a movie that is Love Lies Bleeding. This might be my second favorite film of last year. Maybe it's at least like probably top 3. It's not my favorite though. We'll get to my favorite in a future ranking first watch ranking video, maybe the next one. I'm not for sure, but yeah, Love Lies Bleeding. This has Kristen Stewart, Katie O'Brien, who I wasn't really familiar with, but I kind of am now. I forgot, had to look at her name because I didn't remember her name. But yeah, as well as Ed Harris, Dave Franco, Jenna Malone. Yeah, this is a very strange movie. It's very strange. I can see a lot of people not really liking this, but I thought it was pretty cool though. It's a LBGQ, just like it's about lesbians. I think you probably know what I'm saying. But I was trying to say, but it's a lesbian movie about these 2 women who fall in love with each other. One of them is a bodybuilder. The other, who is Kristen Stewart's character, works at a gym, and they fall in love, but they both have like some darkness in their past, I think, and I know one of them does for sure, but like, but yeah, and it goes into what Katie O'Brien, is that her name? Yeah, her character, especially in the third act, has like a twist that is very strange, but it's kind of cool though. And Dave Franco played a character I was not expecting him to play, but he was actually okay. He might have been the weakest out of the main 5, but he was fine. I wish Jenna Malone got more screen time, but she was good. Ed Harris was very good too. There was a twist with him, but I'm not going to reveal it. It's just a movie you have to see to believe. It's pretty crazy, but if you're homophobic, then you probably won't like this movie. So, but it's a great film. I really enjoyed it. It's really weird, but I like weird movies. I love David Lynch. R.I.P. to him, of course. Man, did that hurt me. Yeah, if you didn't see my live stream, that really hurt. But yeah, anyways, yeah, I really enjoyed this film, Love Lies Bleeding. I don't hear a whole lot of people talk about it. I've heard some people talk about it when it came out, but not enough now. But check it out if you didn't see it. As long as you're not homophobic, I think and if you like weird movies, then you should probably like this film. Yeah, I need to give it a rewatch sometime soon. But yeah, Love Lies Bleeding, really good movie. That's my number 1 favorite first watch of January 2025. Yes. All right, so there we go. There's my ranking for my catch-up ranking for the January 2025 first watches. Hope you enjoyed. Hope if this isn't edited hopefully you're still around, listening. Hopefully I'm not boring. Probably am, but whatever. I have some fans, so that's cool. Anyways, yeah, thank you for listening and maybe watching if edited. Um, if it's edited, I don't know if this is edited, but if it is, let me know down in the comments of what you think. How's my editing? It's probably not great, but give me some advice, on editing if you didn't think it was great. I really appreciate that, But anyways, please like, subscribe, comment, share, hit the bell, all that stuff. And I guess I'll see you pretty soon. Maybe if my movie collection live stream is up, then check that out. Or maybe check that out later if that comes after this. We'll see. But anyways, yeah, just I'll see you guys later. The February ranking is will be up soon. I really need a piss right now. That's why I'm trying to end this. But yeah, all right, guys. I'll see you guys later. All right, peace.